Hello, everybody, and welcome to Angels News. Like every Tuesday, we are here at this time, which is now 8:30 p.m. Israel time, and you can check the clock to see what time it is for you, so you'll know you can meet us here every Tuesday on Angels News. Today is the 1st of February 2022, a very, very important month. We'll talk about it in just a few seconds. I'm waiting now to see you joining me and saying hello and say that you can hear me and that everything is working well, and then we can start. So if you are here with me and you see me, say hi so I know that you are here, and tell me that you can hear me and everything is working. Okay, so I see you joining me. That's great. And don't forget to share and tag friends so they will enjoy this information as well, because as you know, this information is not just for us, for each one of us, it's for the entire world, it's for the whole galaxy, and we'll talk about it just now. So, okay, good. So I see that you are now here with me. So we can start then. So first of all, if you've seen the weekly message on Sunday, the message came from the entire family, Moses' entire family. They were there, Yocheved, the mother, and Amram, the father, and also Miriam, the sister, the big sister, Aaron, and Moses itself. And they came together to give us a message about unity. And the beginning of the message, they said, we are here, the entire family, because we want you to know that each part of us, each and every one of us, has a role in the transformation that is now happening, just like we had. So you are here in this lifetime, this time, this important time. It means that you have a role, you have a part, an important part in this changing world and the transformation that the world is going through now. So they said to us, we are here, the entire family. Even though sometimes you hear a story about only one of us, you need to know that we all have part. We all take part in the transformation that happened when we were here. And now if you are here at this time, that means that you all have a part in the transformation that you are going through now. So this was the beginning of the message. And then they told us that this time things are changing, and it's going to be really, really fast, because if until now, well, I'll go back, okay? So if before the virus, before the COVID-19, we had our normal life, things were changing. Some people were waking up, others weren't. Some still sleeping. But when COVID-19 came into the world, what happened was that the world stopped, and they put a mirror in front of us, and they told us, look in the mirror. Okay, look in the mirror and see yourself now. See the life that you've created for yourself. Is this the life that you want? Is this what you ask for yourself? Is this why your soul chose to come here at this time? Is the reason that your soul did all the way down from the seventh heaven to this planet to be here in this time? Do you fulfill that your soul chose to come here for? And a lot of people saw that mirror and said, no, it's not that. I need to start changing things. And we started changing things, but we did it really, really slowly, really slowly. So we started walking. And what is going to happen from now on, because this month, if you will think about it, 2 years ago, exactly this month, February 2020, the corona came to our world and started changing things for us in Israel. This is the first lockdown happened at the end of February 2020. And now 2 years later, we are now here, and they're telling us, you started walking when the virus started in your world, but now you're going to start running. So this is the time everything is going to flip. Things are going to turn around. We're going to see new things happening in our life, and we will have to decide to choose them so they will not happen to us. Okay? Okay, now I see that you're joining me and saying hello. So please share with more friends and tag friends if you like. And if you have questions, obviously feel free to ask them, because this is why we are here for, to understand the messages, to know how to use them in real life, not just to leave it as a theory. Okay, we are here. It's a practical world. We need to know how to use those messages practically and bring it into our life. So I started saying that they said that this time is going to be a time of turn, a time that we're going to experience a flip in our life. All kind of people are going to feel it, especially if you haven't done your homework until now for the past 2 years to look at your life and see what need to change. So at this time, we really need to be accurate, okay? We really, really need to be accurate in what we choose for ourselves, what we decide to do with our life. The people that we have around us, they ask us to be accurate. And if we feel that something is not the way it should be, if we feel something that in our stomach when we go somewhere, if it's to work, if it's in our family, we feel uncomfortable, it means we have to stop. We need to look ourselves in the eyes and say, I need to be more accurate. Something here is not working, and I cannot lie to myself anymore. Because what is now going to happen is we're going to understand that there is fate, but there's also everything is given, but we choose. Okay? So those people that already open their eyes and understand that they can choose in life, that understand that the souls came here in this lifetime because they want to choose, because they know already that they have the right, and also it's that we have the right, but at the same time we have to choose, because this is why our soul is here. Okay, so yes, Savinash, yes, exactly that. We need to act from feelings, but we need to be accurate in our feelings. I will I will explain that in a few seconds. So when we choose to be here at this time, we need to understand that we need to be accurate in what we are feeling and to look at it from different eyes, not from our physical eyes. I'll explain that just in a few seconds. So when we chose to come here, our soul, we talked about it already. She kind of draw a map. And in this map, there's all kind of directions, all kind of turns that we can choose. And there is all kind of turns that will help us bring ourselves to fulfillment, our soul into fulfillment, to make it come true, the things that if our soul chose to come here for. And when we are walking here on planet Earth, we've been walking until now, we had all kind of turns, and sometimes we saw them and took them, and sometimes we didn't, and we kept on going on where we are, even though we know it's not the right path for us. But now there is no time. There is no time for us to close our eyes and say, well, it's not accurate, but it's what I know, so I'll keep on walking on this path. No, because now we know everything is given. Everything is given. We can choose whatever we want, okay? But everything is also known. So the entire path is in front of us. All the roads, all the turns are in front of us, okay? Everything is open, and we need to choose. And we need to choose from what our soul is leading us to do and to look for. So how we will know how to choose? So first, they told us also on Sunday, and I have to say that I told you already that every beginning of Jewish month we have initiation here in Israel, and we'll start doing initiations also in English soon. I don't know when just yet. I will let you know when I will. So yesterday we had an initiation for the new month of Adar. It's called the New Jewish Month Adar, and actually the first month Adar, because there's going to be a second month Adar in this year. We have that every 4 years. So this month, this initiation that we had yesterday, they talked to us a lot about how to use the keys for what we want. What are the keys that to achieve what we want? So what they were telling us is that now, with all the changes that are going to happen really, really fast, a lot of things will look to us like they are scary. They will look to us like something that we will not understand from our mind how it is good for us. It will look something like it's something bad, okay, like earthquakes and all kind of things in nature, like a flood or things like that. It's going to look to us very frightened. We're going to think that it's a bad thing. But what they're asking us is not to look at the situations that we are in from our physical eyes, but to look from our spiritual eyes. And our spiritual eyes knows, the soul, she knows that this time things are happening really fast because the things need to change already. This is the time of the flip, of the turn. So what we've seen until now have been this way, and now it's going to be this way. And if we choose to do the flip in our life, from us, we choose, we notice that things are not accurate, and we do the flip, we do the change because we choose it. So it will not feel like something that is terrible. It will not feel like something that we are forced to do. We will know that we chose to do it. So what they are asking us to practice in this week, and not just in this week, because it's something that we're going to start, is to look from another perspective, to look on the situation that we are in from a higher perspective. And they said, if you felt maybe someone, I don't know, got you angry, or you are sad, you need to feel the emotion, but not to give it a lot of expression. So you need to look at the emotion. Okay, you will feel it first from your physical body, obviously. And then you need to look at it from a higher perspective and look at the emotion and say, now I'm going to send compassion to this emotion, because obviously if I'm feeling something that is bad, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling frustrated, I'm feeling that someone doesn't understand me, someone don't see me. Okay, so whatever it is that I'm feeling, I need to let the emotion be, and then look at the emotion from a higher perspective and send it compassion. Only after we'll be sending the compassion, only then we can start changing what we are feeling and going back to being calm and to feeling love and to feel happy. If we are in the frustration, we are feeling frustration, we cannot go from that to being happy so fast. We cannot do that. We need to go from compassion. We need to be in compassion in the middle. And only then, when we feel compassion, only then we can go to the next phase of feeling better and feeling loved again and feeling happy again, feeling calm. So they ask us to practice at this time to look at the situations that are around us, even if they're related to us personally, or something that we see in television, or it doesn't matter if it's really connected to us or not. We need to look at those situations and to understand that we are looking from our physical eyes first, because this is what we used to do. But then we need to look at it from a higher perspective, from our spiritual eyes, and to really see what is the emotion there, what is the person or what the situation that we are looking at is trying to tell us, what is the emotion that is hiding there, and send compassion and love to this emotion. And only then we can go to the next phase and the transformation, to feel loved again, to feel happy again, to feel calm again. So this was this is what they were talking about on the weekly message. And then yesterday in the initiation, they told us to take a metal wire, and they asked us to shape it in the infinity shape. So we took a metal wire and shaped it in the infinity shape, and we started started twisting it. Okay, at the beginning we did it against the clock, against the clock, and then clockwise. So we did all kind of turns with it, and we said all kind of blessings in order to open the holy. I don't know the word for it. Okay, so we went to the seventh heaven, and we did a process there, and we were in a really holy place there, and we were using that wire because they said that we need to learn how to take metal and to bring spirit um, into the ground, and to bring it into our life now, because now we're taking spirit into matter. We're going to use it in our life. So we need to start using it when we are blessing as well. We need to combine it together, to take the spirit and put it in the metal, and then to use the metal in order to open the spirit again. So this is what we were doing yesterday. And when we were turning it around, what actually happened is that we saw the shape. I will tell you soon. Angela, I see your question. What happened was we started seeing the shape of the seed of life and then the flower of life. Because if you just try to draw it, okay, just take a paper and start drawing it, and do the infinity shape and start moving it and moving it and moving it, and then you will get the flower, the seed of life, and then the flower of life. And they actually told us before the initiations, they gave us a blessing. And in the blessing, they said that the seed is sown and the idea is planted and the changes is happening now. It was longer than that. I'm just shorting it now. But this was the main idea. They told us the seed is sown and the idea is planted and the changes are happening now. You cannot run from it. You can only run with the changes because this is the time that it's happening. And then when we did the initiation, we actually used that metal wire and turn it around and around and around, and then to the other side. And we opened that holy place that we've been in order to receive the blessings and send them to the entire universe. So when we did the initiation, they told us that the infinity shape is also in our DNA, and that everything in life, everything that is in our planet, is going through the infinity all the time. Because even when a person dies and you put it in the ground, so he's rotten into the ground, and then the DNA is getting into the ground, and then when the rain is pouring and the sun is hitting again, so the DNA is going up again, and the entire world is changing because the DNA and the infinity is all the time raising a new plant from the DNA that is in the ground. So all the time, all the things that are blooming and then going back into the ground, they have the DNA, and the new DNA is all the time being nourished from the old DNA, and then there are new. This is the entire world is new all the time, and they remember of what the old DNA were. So it's new, but it's also have the old in it. And they said that the plant is nourishing the ground, and the ground is nourishing back the plants, and they are all, the entire nature continue to live in the ground. Even though a person dies, when he's in the ground, he continue to live, the DNA continue to live and nourish the ground into the new creation of nature. So when things are happening now, it looks to us like things are going to happen. Some of us, as I said before, are going to look like they're bad things, but are actually the changes that are happening now, that they are just happening really, really fast. Um, when they told us at the end of the initiation, they told us to take 3 candles, and this is something that you can do as well. Okay, so you can write it down for you. They told us to take 2 candles and to take the picture of the infinity. Okay, so just print a picture of the infinity shape. It's an 8, and then they told us to put a candle, one at the top and the other one in the middle, and the last one in the bottom. And when we light each candle, we have a blessing that we say. So we say, I, the high soul of, with your first name or your full name, is blessing the entire humanity, the entire planet, and the entire galaxy. And then in the first, when we light the first candle, we say that we are blessing with truth, that is unconditional love. And then the second one is we are blessing with compassion and grace. And the third one is that we are blessing to move out of unity. So these are the 3 blessings that they ask us to do for 1 week. They ask us every day. It doesn't matter if it's in the morning or in the evening, as long as you are there with the candle. So you're being responsible, and to light these 3 candles and say those 3 blessings. Okay, so you can write it down also, and you can do that. I see that you're asking questions about it. Let's see. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to say hello to Angela. I didn't say before. Hello, hello, hallelujah, hello. Okay, we need to act from feelings. And Avinash, Angela, you asked, what have you done afterwards with the wire? So I still have the wire here. I just left it here in my room. And actually every initiation that we do something, I have just a bag and I put it in the bag and I save it We're doing this initiations more than a year already. So I just have a bag of all the things that we have done in the initiations, and I keep it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it in the future. This is what I'm doing it with it now. Um, and Angela is asking any special colors for the candles. No, the candles, it doesn't matter the colors. What matters is the blessing, because the blessing is what we are planting now in the universe. And this is the lesson that we have now, the lesson of unity. And they said something, I didn't say it before, but they said something that when we are looking at something, sometimes it's not love. Okay, when we see a situation, we can see there are a lot of things. Not all the time it's love what we see. We can see fear, we can see other things there. And they ask us not to believe what is not love, to find a way to understand where love is in the situation that we are looking at. And this is why these three candles are important, because we are starting from the truth, and the truth is unconditional love. The creation itself is unconditional love. And when you say the word God, when you say it doesn't matter if you say Jesus or you say Moses or you say Muhammad, it doesn't matter. They're all prophets of God, and God is unconditional love. The entire creation is unconditional love. Everything around us is unconditional love. It's a vibration. And when we are blessing our world with seeing the truth, we are actually blessing our world to see unconditional love. Okay, so they're asking us to make sure that we are acting out of it. We are able to see not from our physical eyes, but from our spiritual eyes, and to find unconditional love in all situations around us. And if we can't find it, not to believe what we see. Okay, because this is the fears, and this is the mind telling us this is something else, this is not unconditional love, and everything is unconditional love. So if we cannot find how it is, don't believe it. Don't believe your mind telling you that it's not. Something there is unconditional love, there is, but we don't understand it just yet, and then we just need not to believe it. And then when we understand that this is the truth, okay, this is the truth, this is unconditional love, this is the first candle, okay, I'm blessing with unconditional love, the truth, which is unconditional love. The second one is compassion and grace, because when we understand that everything is unconditional love, we understand that the situations that we see with our physical eyes that don't look like unconditional love needs compassion and need grace in order to switch and change and be again unconditional love, and to act out of unconditional love. So this is the second candle, compassion and grace. And then the third candle is to move out of unity. So we are blessing our world after we've seen the truth, after we send compassion and grace to those places that are afraid and dark, and maybe we said dark, but we know that darkness is not opposite of light, because if you take just a small light, small candle, and you put it in a dark room, there is no dark there anymore. So dark is the absence of light. It's not the opposite of light. Okay, it means that it wants light. It's like it's empty, but it's not that there's something else there. Okay, it's empty. It's waiting for to be lighted. And it's the same as love. The opposite of love is not fear. Okay, the opposite of love is not hate. It's the fear is the lack of love. It's like an empty room waiting to be filled in. Okay, so when we are blessing our world with to move out of unity, we're asking for the entire world, the entire humanity, to understand love, to understand compassion and grace, and to move together, united, to the new path that we are choosing together. Because as I said before, we are choosing our path. Everything is known, but we have the ability to choose. Okay, so these are the three candles. I'll say it again, the entire blessing from the beginning. So I say, I, the higher soul of Rakefet, Okay, with my name. You can say your full name, you can say your mother's name, you can say Rakefet, the daughter of Nina, for instance, and then is blessing humanity, um, the planet, and the entire galaxy. With the first candle is truth, which is unconditional love. The second one is compassion and grace, and the third is to move out of unity. So these are the three candles that we are blessing. I hope that I translated correctly, but if I didn't, and you have another translation for it and you understand the meaning, because the meaning is what important, so you can write down if there's another way to say it. But I can tell you that it really doesn't matter the words that we are saying, because what matters is what we mean. Okay, so the intention that we have, the intention that we have in our heart, because the angels know what we want to say, even though we don't know how to say it. There is a there is a story about a rabbi, a well-known rabbi, Jewish rabbi, that he heard a person praying, and he didn't know to read the Torah. That person, he was very poor, and he didn't study, and he didn't know how to read the Torah. So he was praying and saying other words. Not He couldn't read the prayers, so he prayed from his heart. And that rabbi was also channeling, and he said that he heard that his prayer, because it came from the heart, was very, very strong, and it opened the gates of heaven, because he prayed from his heart, even though he didn't know how to read the Torah, and because he had the intention in his prayer. So even though I might not say it correctly, and we might not say these specific words, the intention is important. So understand the intention that we have in each candle. This is what important. This is what's really important. And then lit the candles with this intention, and that will do the best work that's possible. Okay. So let's see if there's another thing that we want to talk about. No, I think we've talked about everything, but the last thing is that I said before at the beginning that in the weekly message, the entire family came. So Amram came, Yocheved came, Miriam came, Moses came, and Aaron came. So it's the entire family, and they came together. Even though we don't hear a lot about all the rules that Yocheved had and Amram had. We know things about Moses, we know about Aaron, we know about Miriam, and they still came. And they came because they want to remind us that sometimes we don't know our part, we don't know the role that we have, but we are here for a reason. We are here at this time. There is a reason. I know I say it every week I repeat it, but they asked me to repeat it, so I am. We are here for a reason of this time and this time. And this time we have pressed the button of fast forward. That means that things are going to move really fast. Be accurate where you are, the people that are around you, the things that you say, the things that you hear, the things that you choose to bring into your body. Be accurate. Check the decisions that you are making. If something feels wrong, stop, put a mirror in front of you, look into your eyes and ask yourself, what do I need to change? Why is this not feeling right? And then change it, because life is changing now really fast. And if we will not choose to change it, something else will change it. Something will bring us into that action, and then we might not feel as confident as we have been if we chose to do it in our own time. So make sure that you're stopping and checking and asking those questions, because the time of change is now. This month, that is now starting February 2022. Okay, look how many twos. It's going to have really, really strong dates. Really strong. Not only the 2nd of February 22, and not only the 22nd of February 22. No, there's going to be a lot of important dates there. There's going to be a lot of strong energy that is going to swift us and turn everything around. It's going to come like a wind and just spiral everything together. Make sure that you know your center, because if you will know where you are and you will be connected to the center, even though this wind will come and blow everything away, you will stand still and you will feel comfortable, and you will feel that you are in the right place that you should be. And all this wind will be just blowing in your hair, and you will feel good because you know that you are in the right place that you need to be, and it will not swish you away. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you, Avinash, as well. Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing. And please, you can just even take the link of this post and send it to everyone that you like. And please, please share really, and be accurate, whatever it is you're doing. So I'll see you again next Sunday in the weekly message. Thank you so much. And if you want to receive the weekly message directly to your phone, to your WhatsApp, it's a quiet group. You can just write to me. I'll write my number here in the post, and you can write to me, and I'll add you to the quiet group. Okay. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Bye.